he knows a little something. Knows a little something. I keep watching him. This brother's a genius. I'm talking to you. Where you got that information? So what I'm going to do, my brother, the real young phenom, brother Mark Parker, give it up for the brother.
Let's get it. Thank you, Elder Gabar, for the very modest introduction. I appreciate that. I want to thank everybody for coming out to hear our side of the story, because sometimes you may get a very biased version of who the Hebrews are. All right. What I try to do is put a lot of scholarship out for y'all, so y'all can take it to the bank and present it to other communities that don't subscribe to what it is that we subscribe to. And best believe all my sources to check out academically. All right. So all of this pseudo stuff, I don't know what the heck they're talking about, but yet nothing was really refuted. So I mean, I'm just saying. You understand what I'm saying? All the presenters that came up first did a great job, so let's please give them a hand. Thank you all for coming out so that we can have a platform to speak. This is history, y'all. I'm telling you, 10, 15, 20 years right now, they're going to go back and look to see the unification of Israel happened because of this moment right here. You feel what I'm saying? Alright, so, what is the bomb we're going to pull out today? People say the bomb. Alright, yeah, that's good. That's good. Got my batteries on. Alright. People say, yo, the bomb, what you going to bring out tonight? You going to smash somebody from the community out? I said, nah, you could do that, but I'm not going to do that, right? I want to give you a genuine scholarship. Yesterday, I don't know if anybody saw live.
Peace,
Peace, Islam.
Islam.
Tell them where they can find you. Give them that address. Tell them where they can find you.
570 Fulton Street. Don't edit this out, man. Put it out.
570 Fulton. I got you.
Nicholas.
That's it.
You get everything you need there.
No more chicken, right, Jerome?
Yeah, got one piece left.
We're supposed to do like a debate. So if you want to see me going in, you got to go look at that like this. This one is going to be strict scholarship. How many people in here was told that there's no such thing as slavery or exodus of Hebrews in real archaeological, anthropological scholarship? How many people heard that? I think everybody should have their hands up on it. How many people have heard that? Now you just saw y'all go in and show you some stuff that I didn't know. And I got to give my brother credit for that. Bible instruction group, that's crazy. When you look and see where a lot of these claims for artifacts was found in ancient Israel, when they bring it before a committee, most of the committee are Egyptologists. Anyway, so this is a case for the Hebrew slavery and Exodus and ancient Kenya. So now we're about to get into some heavy work. So if you got some pens and papers, I advise you to pull them out now, because I want to put in this work. And after this is done, you ain't never going to ask about were they Hebrews in history ever again. You hear what I just said? And this is just a bridge version. You feel me? Alright, y'all ready? Strap with them seatbelts, boy. You about to get on a roller coaster ride. Alright. So, I need somebody to go in on my computer real quick. This is a video I'm about to play. Now, y'all heard about patterns of evidence, right? Now, I've given this link out to a whole bunch of brothers, man. I brought this out of the debate. I didn't get a chance to really play the clip. This right here is for fair use, educational purposes. Therefore, I'm protected under federal law to display it for educational purposes only. So I had to make sure I get that preface before I play a video. I was allowed to record a clip of the video only if I was using it for educational purposes. Now, I'm going to play this clip right here for y'all. It's about 8 minutes. And it's good because I can take the rest of my 40 minutes and go in. But I want you all to see a clip from this video to see how profound it is and why this was only in select theaters at select times. In the city of Atlanta, it was only 2 showings for it at 2 theaters at 7 o'clock. That's it. Because most of the major publishers for the movies that come out don't want this to be shown during prime time. I wonder why. Keep that in mind. All right, whoever's over there, I think Zion is over there. Whoever's over, yeah, just touch on the screen. Oh, wait. Pause it real quick. Yeah, the mic. You got it? Okay. Thanks, Kabal. Anybody watched this already? Who in here has seen it so far? Okay. After this, I think everybody should go and see this. I want everybody to be equipped to deal with the naysayers. You dig? Woo! Try to throw that in. All right, you ready? Don't cut my time now. You know what they did at me on the debate? He cut Divine sign. He gonna cut this guy's time.
Which fits the next
listen.
What the Bible describes as exceedingly great multiplication.
So Joseph dies, and his brothers, and the entire generation. The Israelites are multiplying, and they're fruitful exceedingly until they fill the land. We see a virgin land with no population at all, and suddenly a small group of Semitic people settle there. A dozen houses or so, about 70 or 100 people all told. And over a period of maybe 3 or 4 generations, it becomes a very large city, and it's one of the largest cities in the ancient world.
So if you can't really hear it clearly, they're talking about the multiplication.
The city is a city of
Semites that came into our forest or the land of Goshen.
And it's been allowed by the Egyptian state.
Delta.
At this stage, there are no slaves involved here. We're talking about Semitic peoples coming in, living here, bringing their flocks with them, and surviving in such a way that they become quite rich and wealthy.
We do know that there was a large Semitic-speaking population, probably came in from Syria.
And that man has a PhD, by the way.
In the early part of the 2nd millennium BC, their remains have been found at a number of sites. We have tombs that are clearly those of foreigners, Semites. We can tell this by the pottery, by the kind of weapons, non-Egyptian type daggers. They have donkeys.
Wonder why that's not on National Geographic.
This was not an Egyptian practice. We can't say for sure that any of these were Hebrews, but we probably couldn't distinguish a Hebrew from a Canaanite in Egypt, culturally speaking. Anyway.
He watched them.
Information about the expansion of these people in the Delta. John Benson is a professor of Old Testament at Trinity College. He specializes in biblical history and its related archaeology. Benson sees the connection between the growth of Semitic sites in the Delta and the biblical account. How many sites would there have been?
Got a good many settlements, 20 or more, which would fit the land of Goshen, where the Bible says the Israelites were settled. Many of these are fully excavated yet.
That are similar to the Amara site.
We don't know whether they're as big until people start digging there. The Amara site, of course, no one knew how big that was until excavation began. So there could be lots of stuff in the ground waiting to be discovered. So a lot more life.
Just turn it up a little bit over here.
Where they say it?
Oh,
pardon me.
The only time that the archaeologists shows massive
What? I'm still working on it, alright? Say Islam if you can right quick. Appreciate you, God. That's my bodyguard right there. Everybody got some type of God. That was my bodyguard.
We might as well goddamn.
Yo, let me get a shalom right quick.
Shalom, King. What's going on?
Early.
which indicates shortage of food and nutrients. These people suddenly impoverished. So how do we explain that? What is the mechanism that we would understand why these people are living to such a shortage and they'll be sent through slavery? Is there anything in Egyptian archaeology that might reflect this? Killing of Hebrew infant boys.
Now, the death of Hebrew infant boys. You remember that in
We start to see an increase in infant births.
See, there's any archaeological evidence for that?
A typical Middle Bronze Age cemetery will get something like 25% of burials of infants. In this particular case, the figure jumps up to an extraordinary figure. Particular document is quite amazing. It's called Brooklyn Papyrus. And this is a list of domestic settlements.
Also, look at Brooklyn Papyrus,
We have
Brooklyn Museum,
8 to 100 people
and
listed
they
as
found
Semitic.
slave names that are
When
Semitic.
you look at those names, 70% of them are Semitic names.
70%
And
of
you can
Semitic.
literally pick up Israelite names on there. Menachem, Issachar, and Asher. The names of two of the
This is in Brooklyn Museum. Y'all can go there. Look at the bathroom. Semitic names of slaves in ancient Egypt. This is an administrative legal document.
These are Hebrew Israelite slaves, and they're in a papyrus from the 13th dynasty, not from the 19th dynasty, not from the time of Ramesses II in the New Kingdom, but from the 13th dynasty, the Middle Kingdom.
Middle Kingdom period. Keep that in mind.
What does it say? This is real evidence from the time when the Israelites were in Egypt as slaves. It's when you get a text, suddenly you've got history. Archaeology, you have to interpret. When you have a text, this is something very different. This slave list is predominantly female.
Always be female.
Evidence from Horus.
And those are the ones that work in the home, not counting the men that work in the field.
So there appears to be strong evidence matching the multiplication and slavery.
Slavery and multiplication, we got.
Indication of a rapid expansion of the Semitic population
on Goshen.
The only time in Egyptian history that there's evidence of Semites dominating the delta like this. These Semites begin free, powerful.
This is Canaanite
but then succumb to punishment and
got slavery right there.
There is a sharp rise in the number of
children's grave. That was the first one. Males.
Men with Hebrew names.
I wonder why this was a selected film. This thing.
Than would be expected with the Ramesses exodus. But one and all these finds in the Middle Kingdom are not a coincidence, and the exodus actually did happen much earlier than the reign of Ramesses. Others believe that King Solomon began his reign
now look at the timeline.
BC. So 480 years before this, placed the exodus around 1450 BC. 200 years before the Ramesses age. And the popular view continues to be that the exodus occurred in the time of Ramesses.
It's a date that is based on very flimsy indicators.
Flimsy evidence.
This is where the majority of scholars look almost out of habit, really. Early periods.
Can we keep it down a little bit?
Dropped off their radar.
Would you say that's the Bible find any evidence for the Bible?
I would find it deeply ironic.
If I point where the evidence is strongest, then I've got to look beyond the Ramesses Exodus theory. And that's really encouraging, because it means that the events of the Exodus can be shifted.
Now we're talking about chronology, right? You move it back, everything lines up. Alright, we'll move to the next slide. But this has to do with the Exodus period, about them leaving out. Matter of fact, I'll let a minute of that play.
Roll told Maloney about something amazing that was found at a vault.
Now listen to this.
We find an extraordinary thing happens. The archaeologists have been digging this area, suddenly find lots of pits in the ground. And in these pits are bodies. And they've been tossed into these pits. They're not buried formally. They have no grave goods or anything like that. These bodies are tossed on top of each other. They're lying strewn. You have hands and legs crossing over. What is happening here? What is going on? Peter thinks it's actually some sort of plague or something.
Something dramatic happened that caused a great number of people to die, and then caused the Semites to pick up and leave. Y'all hear what I said? This is archaeological evidence. And get out.
We don't know for how long.
I don't know if you saw the scripture I put there, where the Egyptians were telling the Semites, please go, if you don't go, we're all going to die.
Judgment and Exodus includes a Middle Kingdom papyrus that describes the events of the Lord and the biblical plagues.
I'm sorry, you're talking about the actual papyrus. I'm going to get into that. I'm going to hit that. Lift it up. King, lift it up. Yeah, you can hit that. Okay, yeah, you can hit that. Just click on the screen. There you go. Alright. So pretty much what that video was showing you, I just want to give you a clip to anybody who has not seen the video. If anybody wants to see the video, holler at me. I'll make sure everybody in here gets that link so y'all can watch that video. Because I ain't keeping nothing to myself. I want to make sure everybody's equipped to deal with this madness. You heard?
Yeah!
Alright, now, let's get into some real work, alright? Semitic entrance into Kemet. Because we just saw the video giving archaeological evidence showing Semites migrating into the land of Goshen, which is also known as Avaris, in the Nile Delta area, setting up shop and multiplying. Y'all listening to me? Now, the question is there anything in the Egyptian war relief verified as claim? Colorfully dressed, but we're going to keep that in mind, what we're doing, however you want to say it, identified as 37 Asiatics asked for permission to enter Egypt in the 19th century BCE, wall painting from the tomb of Namak, Khnum Hotep, and Benai Hassan, the head Boyden, whose depiction has been emphasized by a cleaning of the wall and identified as the ruler of a foreign country, is Ibsha. Egyptian literature too tells that Asiatics and foreigners came to Egypt to graze and water their livestock. They call us goat herders, right? But they made it a key to put this on a wall. And you know what they was doing? The goat herders were coming in, bringing in a particular part of ink. And what the Egyptians would do with this ink is use it to make eyeliner. So there was always trade going on. And we have this here during the 19th century. Keep that in mind. The scripture says that Joseph said to his brothers and to his father's household, I will go up and speak to Pharaoh and will say to him, my brothers and my father's household who are living in the land of Canaan have come to me. The men are shepherds. They tend livestock. And they have brought along their flocks and herds and everything they own. When Pharaoh calls you in and asks, what is your occupation? You should answer, your servants have tended livestock from our boyhood on, just as our fathers did. Then you will be allowed to settle in the region of Goshen, for all shepherds are detestable to the Egyptians.
Wow.
Woo! Wow. Move forward. Semitic enslavement in Kemet? Nah, man, there was no slaves in Kemet.
Y'all talking too loud.
Firstly, yeah, can we keep it down a little bit? If y'all don't mind, y'all. I appreciate it, family. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, Semitic enslavement in Kemet? They said there was no slavery in Kemet. But from that video, and you'll see more details when I give you the link. In that video, you will see, in regards to slavery, we have documentation of mostly women, there were some men in there, but mostly women, Asiatic names, who were slaves in the different houses in Kemet, or Egypt. They said, oh no, there's no such thing as slaves. Now, the font on here is a little small. But what this is showing you is that around that same time during the Middle Kingdom, listen to what I'm saying, Middle Kingdom, timeline is very important. In the Middle Kingdom, we only have one instance where we have foreigners who are, if you look here, you see the Egyptians are right here. Foreigners, some of them are naked. You see that right here? They also have a different color because the Semites were a little lighter, how they depicted them, making mud bricks in ancient Egypt. Even to the point where some of them began beats. But the scriptures say what? So they put slave masters over them to oppress them with forced labor, and they built Pithom and Ramses as store cities for Pharaoh. But the more they were oppressed, the more they multiplied and spread. So the Egyptians came to dread the Israelites and worked them ruthlessly. They made their lives bitter with harsh labor and brick and mortar, which you see here, and with all kinds of work in the field. And all their harsh labor, the Egyptians worked them ruthlessly.
Sounds like us here.
Here we go. If anybody wants any of these burials, you want to know where to go, let me know. I will give you this word. Let's move forward. Were the Hebrews considered Hyksos and Kemet? Man, that's interesting. The Hyksos, listen, a group of mixed Semitic Asiatics who migrated into Egypt's Delta region and gradually settled there during the 18th century BCE. Beginning about 1630, a series of Hyksos rulers the Hyksos ruled northern Egypt as the 15th dynasty, right? It goes on to say here, 15th dynasty, which is 1630 to 1523, the second intermediate period. The name Hyksos was used by the Egyptian historian Manetho, that was 300 BCE, who, according to the Jewish historian Flavius Josephus, translated the word as king shepherds or captive shepherds. Josephus himself thus identified the Hyksos with the Hebrews of the Bible. After the fall of Avaris, the fleeing Hyksos were pursued by the Egyptian army across northern Sinai and into southern Canaan. My brother Awan Yasap touched on some of that, if any of y'all missed that. But why is this important? We keep going. It says here, this is Josephus saying from Against Apion, Book 1, Section 93, I shall quote Manetho again, and what he writes as to the order of the times in the case. He says, after this people or shepherds had left Egypt to go to Jerusalem, the Moses Keep that in mind. Who drove them out was the king of Egypt and reigned for 25 years and 4 months and then died. In recent years, the idea of a simple Hyksos migration with little or no violence has gained support. That means they started to come in peacefully. Pay attention. Remember what I said? Mixed Semitic Asiatics. Y'all follow me? According to this theory, Egyptian rulers of the 13th dynasty were preoccupied with domestic famine and plague, and they were too weak to stop the new migrants from entering and settling in Egypt. Even before the migration, Amenemhat III carried out extensive building works and mining, and Guy Calendar notes that the large intake of Asiatics was seen to have occupied partly in order to subsidize the extensive building work. It's from Encyclopedia, y'all. May have encouraged the so-called Hyksos to settle in the Delta. See, you come in first as shepherds, and you end up as migrant workers. You feeling me? Alright. Encouraged the Hyksos to settle in the Delta, thus leading eventually to the collapse of the native Egyptian rule. By about 1700 BCE, just over 100 years later, Egypt was fragmented politically, with local kingdoms springing up in the northeastern Delta area. One of these was the king Nehizi, whose capital was at Avaris. He ruled over a population consisting largely of Syrio-Canaanites who had settled in the area during the 12th dynasty. And you know why that's important? Because that goes back to the picture I showed you earlier. And who were probably mainly soldiers, sailors, shipbuilders, and workmen. Yet others refer to a creeping conquest. That is, a gradual infiltration of migrating nomadic or semi-nomadic people who either slowly took over control of the country, piecemeal, or by swift coup d'etat, put themselves at the head of the existing government. It says here, the Hyksos rulers represent the invasion of a conquering horde of Asiatics. They were wandering groups of Semites who had long come to Egypt for trade and other peaceful purposes. Now, you say, why is this important? Divine, let's move forward. Do the scriptures confirm this? Can somebody read that there for me? What does that say? Exodus 4:37. Somebody read that.
Then the children of Israel. I'm by myself. What happened?
Journey from Ramses to Car. A what?
Mixed multitude.
A what?
Mixed multitude.
Went up with them also in flocks and herds and a great deal of what?
Livestock.
Go back. It says what? A group of what? Mixed Semitic Asiatics.
Woo! Get him, prospect. Get him, prospect.
Exodus 3:7. The Lord said, I have surely seen the oppression of my people who are in Egypt, and have heard their cry because of their taskmasters, for I know their sorrows. So I have come down to deliver them out of the hand of the Egyptians, and to bring them up from that land to a good and large land, to a land flowing with milk and honey, to the place of the Canaanites and the Hittites and the Amorites and the Perizzites and the Hivites and the Jebusites. Now therefore, behold, the cry of the children of Israel has come to me, and I have also seen the oppression with which the Egyptians oppress them. Come down therefore, and I will send to you to Pharaoh, and you may bring my people, the children of Israel, out. Reasoning for a Hebrew Hyksos, we're going to see. Exodus 5:5. And Moses and Aaron went in and told Pharaoh, thus says the Lord God of Israel, let my people go, that they may hold a feast to me in the wilderness. This is before the law was given, y'all. And that's very important. Alright? It says, and Pharaoh said, who is the Lord, that I should obey his voice and let Israel go? I do not know the Lord, nor will I let Israel go. So they said, the God of the Hebrews has met with us. Please let us go 3 days journey into the desert and sacrifice before the Lord, to the Lord our God, lest he fall upon us with pestilence or with the sword.
Con.
Now look, after the 10 plagues fall upon Egyptians, Exodus 12:33, Egyptians urged the people to hurry and leave the country, for otherwise they said we will die. When we go back to the documentary, that's exactly what happened. Did y'all see that? Something happened abruptly, but people were dying, firstborns, and the people left out.
Hallelujah.
I don't know if you're following me. Now, some of you may have heard the Apure Papyrus. Who have heard of that? Apure Papyrus. They said, oh, the Apure Papyrus is a poetic poem, and it's symbolic. Okay. How many individuals here have read any black literature where you see us describing our struggles in a poetic praise or form because we try to be sensitive to those who are reading who's outside of our culture? Now, you may be using imagery to demonstrate your point, but it's coming from a source of fact.
Right.
Right?
Right.
The Apure Papyrus is a single papyrus holding on an ancient Egyptian poem called The Admonitions of Apure, the Dialogue of Apure, and the Lord of All. The Apure Papyrus describes Egypt as afflicted by natural disasters and in a state of chaos, a topsy-turvy world where the poor become rich, the rich become poor, warfare, famine, and death everywhere. One symptom of this collapse of order is to lament that servants are leaving their servitude and acting rebellious.
Get a prospect!
You're not even done yet, y'all. The date of the composition of documents is unknown. And that's for a reason. The papyrus itself, papyrus leading to 344, is a copy made during the New Kingdom, 18th, 19th, and 20th dynasties. Keep that in mind. 18th, 19th, and 20th dynasties. The poem appears to describe how the Hyksos will go to Egypt, such as appears lamentation of an Asiatic invasion. Well, we're not done, y'all. Is there parallels between the IQ papyrus and the biblical Egyptian plagues? Now, if we look at the scriptures can be looking at as poetry. If you want to call that part literature and use literary devices, I'm okay with that. That's fine. It doesn't have to be concrete history. But let me show you if there's any parallels. Remember, the New Kingdom. Exodus 7:20. Moses raised his staff in the presence of Pharaoh. His officials and struck the water of the Nile, and the water was changed to blood. The fish in the Nile died, and the river smelled so bad the Egyptians could not drink its water. Blood was everywhere. Your papyrus. Indeed, the river is blood. Yet men drink of it. Men shrink from human beings. And
ready. The number 4.
Exodus 9:6. All life
Ready for R.com. They'll find the rest as long as the rest of your videos,
your
right?
Papyrus feed all animals.
Right, appreciate that, Mo.
Because of the state of the land. Exodus 9:23. Moses stretched out his staff towards the sky. The Lord sent thunder and hail, and lightning flashed down to the ground. So the Lord rained hail on all the land of Egypt. Your papyrus indeed, gates, columns, and walls are burnt up. Behold, fire has gone up on high, and the burning goes forth against the enemies of the land. Throughout Egypt, Exodus 9:25, hail struck everything in the fields, both people and animals. Your papyrus indeed, trees fell and branches are stripped off. The locusts covered all the ground so it was black. They devoured all that was left after the hail. Everything grown in the fields. Your papyrus, neither fruit nor herbage can be found everywhere. Barely has perished.